from the frozen hell of Buffalo.
Okay.
We go to sunny South Beach.
Beautiful.
And the Miami Dolphins.
Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Happy to be in Miami. Again, some pretty obvious ones. Don Shula.
Easy.
Yep. Coached the perfect team. Like the only team to ever have a perfect season. Drafted Dan Marino. He's like multiple like NFL anniversary teams.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with Don Shula. So that layup. Speaking of layups, quarterback.
Dan Marino.
Let's say it. I was about to say, let's say it together.
Nope, I gotta get it out. Dan
Fine.
Marino.
Ryan Tannehill.
I know you wanted to hit me with that.
I wanted Ryan Tannehill, damn you. Not really. No, it's Dan Marino. And again, just so obvious.
It's Dan Marino through and through. There's really nothing you can say to really justify it as otherwise, unless you're a huge Tua fan, in which case I feel sorry for you.
He put up great modern numbers in the 80s and the 90s.
When the league was not modern. And you cannot forget his Ace Ventura cameo.
Yes,
great actor.
Listen, dude, Dan Marino made Jim Carrey. That's all that matters.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, exactly. No, Marino put up numbers that would make Patrick Mahomes blush today.
Yeah.
And
420 touchdowns, 61,361 yards, 4,967 completions. He was doing what Patrick Mahomes was doing fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah. And I always like to throw this in. Hall of Famer and Walter Payton Man of the Year. So shout out to Dan Marino.
Give it up.
Running back, I went one back again, Larry Zonka.
Same.
Dolphins all-time rushing leader and a Hall of Famer.
Fucking stud.
And a Super Bowl champion for the Dolphins.
Fucking stud. Dude's just a fucking tank.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wide receiver 1, I went Paul Warfield.
Okay.
Another Hall of Famer. He wasn't in Miami as long as the other two guys.
Sure.
But his stint in Miami was the most dominant.
Sure.
So I went with him at 1. Who you got at 1?
I got Mark Clayton at 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got him at 2.
Yeah, I think just you got to get your guy for Dan Marino. He's one of them. 550 catches, 8,643 yards, 81 touchdowns, 5 Pro Bowls. Dude's a stud.
Yeah, stud. So, yeah, I got Warfield, Clayton, and then my last receiver for Miami is the other Mark Duper.
Yep.
I paired them up.
A little Marx Brothers action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir.
Who are your other 2 receivers?
I got Mark Duper as well.
Okay.
And then, again, unfortunately, I think that Tyreek Hill might be one of the best Dolphins wide receivers we've ever seen. Love Paul Warfield, but I would...
We are contributing an entire 0 receptions, 0 yards, 0 touchdowns in a Dolphins uniform.
And I still think absolutely one of the best wide receivers that they'll ever have in their career when it's all said in their franchise when it's all said.
All right.
But I Paul Warfield is absolutely deserved of that.
All right, man. Fair enough. So we have 2 receivers contributing from him and 1 who's done nothing. And then tight end went modern Gesicki.
I went Gesicki as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think that
guy, great hands.
I think that most teams that have had a good tight end in the last 20 years, that will probably be the tight end just because of how much that position has evolved.
Yeah.
And Gesicki, he's not the best tight end in the league today, but he is formidable enough, and that makes him the best in Dolphins history for sure.
I think he's incredibly underrated.
Where do you put him?
In the league?
Yeah, today.
Top 5.
He's got to be 5 then.
He's 5, but I think we'll watch some of his game tape. So I think you got Kittle number 1.
Kittle, Kelsey, Waller, Andrews.
Kittle, Kelsey, I don't know. Andrews.
He's done too well to be under Gesicki.
He's pretty damn good. Yeah, I think that's a good list. I might be missing somebody.
I think he might
be 5th. But he could be top 7.
I think that he'll be losing that number 5 spot fairly rapidly to Kyle Pitts.
We'll see. Both of them don't have a quarterback.
Exactly. All right. So on to the O-line. Left tackle Richmond Webb.
Same.
Okay, there we go. 90s All-Decade team, multiple-time Pro Bowler, All-Pro, the whole deal.
Fucking monster of a human.
Left guard Larry Little, another Hall of Famer on the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them.
I have him as my right guard.
Okay.
Yep.
Center Jim Langer, another Hall of Famer.
Yep. Jim Langer, myself.
Yep. This guy part of the Super Bowl team, 70s All-Decade team.
Yep. My left guard, I got Bob Kuechenberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my right guard, I went more modern. I just I really want to include players from all these different eras.
Sure.
So my right guard, Mike Pouncey, played right guard at various times throughout his time in Miami and was a Pro Bowler at that spot. and was also a really good center for them for a really long time. So I threw Mike Pouncey in at right guard.
I'm Pouncey guy for sure.
And then right tackle, Jake Long. 4 Pro Bowls and 2 All-Pro teams. I think that's pretty damn good for a right tackle who's only there for a few years.
Sure. I got Norm Evans from 66 to 75. He's got two Pro Bowls in 72 and 74. Just consistent, guy you can keep on the bookend side of the O-line. Keep Dan Marino upright.
Definitely.
Yeah.
D-end. Another really dominant D-end in this division, Jason Taylor.
Yes, sir.
6 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pros, 1 second, NFL Defensive Player of the Year, sacks leader, forced fumbles leader, 2000s All-Decade Team, another Man of the Year, and a Hall of Famer. So Jason Taylor, again, layup.
Yep, an easy one.
Yep. And then D-tackle, Bob Baumauer.
Yep.
I think that's how I'm saying. I think it's how you say
nailed it. Yeah.
5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time second-team All-Pro. Great again.
Yep. Just undeniable.
D-tackle 2, I went Manny Fernandez.
Okay.
2-time second-team All-Pro and 2-time Super Bowl champion. Not as heralded, but among Dolphins players of that era, highly, highly, highly regarded.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Tim Bowers myself.
Okay.
267 tackles, 22 sacks, Defensive Player of the Year, 1994. I think both guys are great picks. I went for a guy who's just a little bit on the older side. 2 Pro Bowls from...
Fair enough.
Yeah, back in the day.
At my second DN spot, my other edge rusher, Cameron Wake.
Okay.
5 Pro Bowls, first-team All-Pros, 3-time second-team All-Pro. Love his story. Started off in the CFL and became an elite NFL player. And really, you can make a very strong argument he is the most dominant Dolphin of the modern era.
I gotta agree. Cameron Wake's the man.
Sweet.
I originally had Bill Stanfield myself. 67.5 sacks. Kind of unofficial stat because it was from 69 to 76.
Yeah.
So it's, bear with me on that one. But 5 Pro Bowls.
Swayed him.
5 Pro Bowls. I put down a little bit more of a Dolphins legend, completely forgetting about Cameron Wake. But then the more I realized, I was like, dude, I'd much rather have Cameron Wake on the opposite side of Jason Taylor.
And so again, 3 linebackers.
Yes,
the
sir.
first one is one of the most unfortunately underrated players of the last 20 years, and that is Zach Thomas. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 2-time tackles leader, 2000s All-Decade Team, and it is a travesty that Hall of Fame is not on his resume.
Yeah, it is a damn shame for sure. I'm a big fan of him as well. I got him as my left outside linebacker.
I got him at my Mike.
You got him at your Mike.
Yep.
I put Nick Buonaconti.
I got him as my as what would I have him, Sam or Will? I don't even know. One of my outside backers.
Sure. But I got Zach Thomas myself. I got him as my left outside linebacker. Nick Buonaconti is my middle linebacker. 3 Pro Bowls, 3 Super Bowl starts, Hall of Fame guy.
Who's your other backer?
Last but not least, I've got John Offerdahl.
Same.
Yep.
So we have the same 3 backers. We
Perfect.
just switched one who's in the middle.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Offerdahl, another Pro Bowler, All-Pro guy.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, just
another
monster, played well for him.
Yes, sir. And then cornerback into the secondary. Sam Madison, I got at cornerback 1.
I got Xavier Howard.
Fair enough. 4-time Pro Bowl, 2-time first-team All-Pro, NFL interceptions co-leader, 7 and 99, but that's not even the best that he ever had.
Yep.
He had 8 the year before. So ball hawk. I got Xavier Howard at number 2.
I wanted your guy who you had number 1. What was his name again? I'm sorry.
Sam Madison.
Yep, Sam Madison. Considered it for sure. I actually put Pat Surtain Sr. As my cornerback 2, personal bias. 29 picks, 3 Pro Bowls, first team All Pro, second team All Pro, 5 consecutive Pro Bowls, or something along. 3 Pro Bowls.
I went ball hawks in the secondary, and
Yep.
Xavier Howard, 2-time interceptions leader, 7 in 2018, 10 in 2020.
They've had some crazy secondary guys.
You could argue that safety is their weakest position.
Yeah. I don't even think it's that bad, to be honest.
No. Free safety, I went Brock Marion.
I went with Jake Scott.
Yeah. And then strong safety, I went somebody a little more modern because I think that safety is a position that you have to have a certain skill set to play safety in a passing league.
Sure.
And the Dolphins had a very solid safety in very recent years, and that was Rashad Jones.
Yeah.
So I went with him because I think that he's just more well-suited to dealing with these multiple receiver sets and stuff like that.
Sure. I went with Dick Anderson. 34 picks to go along with Jake Scott's 35. 3 touchdowns, 16 fumbles, forced fumbles. He was Defensive Player of the Year back in 1973. Jake Scott was Super Bowl MVP back when, right? Super Bowl MVP, I wrote that down. Yeah, he was Super Bowl MVP back when they played.
Oh my God.
Don't know if they pulled it off, but locking those two guys up from the 80s, guys who were able to keep up with some of those dudes who had to be throwing it deep to keep up with Marino's offense and everything. Yeah. I think these are the two guys I want.
Definitely.
In that secondary.
Who you got a kicker?
I got Olindamar. All-Pro, NFL leader in field goals made in 1999, 1 Pro Bowl appearance. Like I said, really what I'm looking for, as a former kicker myself, I obviously have some personal preference on bringing guys in. But this is a guy that, we can't miss kicks, especially when we got teams like this.
I'm going with Ray Finkel.
Ray Finkel.
Yeah, naturally.
Okay. I'm a big Finkel guy.
Granted, he did miss a pretty important one, but laces were not out. No, I got the same dude, Olindamar.
Yeah. I think he's just, with him being an all-pro and
everything,
thank God you don't have to worry about kicker.
Exactly.
Yep.
Punter?
Reggie Robbie, or Roby.
I got Brandon Fields.
Yeah, I thought about Brandon Fields. I actually am a big fan of his. Love the work that he does. Great punter.
Yeah. He's got the longest average punt and most punts down inside the 20 for the Dolphins.
Absolutely, and especially in this day and age, I want a guy who can pin it in the 20.
Yep.
First team All-Pro, 2 Pro Bowls, and league leader for everything in punting history. Gotta go with Reggie Roby just for, I think if you want a little bit more of a finesse guy, I think Brandon Fields is absolutely the right move. If for whatever reason you get pinned at the 30 and you don't get a first down, Roby's still going to kick the shit out of that ball.
Fair enough.
And kick it 70, 80 yards.
And then return man, I went Mercury Morris, 26.5 yards per kickoff return, longest in Dolphins history.
I'm going to go with Wes Welker.
Okay.
I love Wes Welker. Some of the best work that he did that got him really noticed by Bill Belichick and brought in to go be a slot wide receiver was some of his return work that he did for Miami. So I think maybe not the best return man they've ever had.
But your favorite.
But my favorite. Agreed. And on a team where again, this, if your weakest spot is Wes Welker at return man, I think you're doing okay.
That's true.
Yeah.